It's actually a part of digitize. I founded this organization 18 years ago, and we have fairly large sort of tech base of companies, 11 different companies, about 4,000 crores in turnover, 1,500 employees across the world. And Zeta is one of our sort of newest products. And we're focusing on digitizing loyalty, cashbacks, loyalty stamps, offers, etc. for merchants. Plastic and paper need to die, and a lot of discounting and offers and cashbacks and loyalty-related programs that a lot of you guys run today are all dependent on sort of paper and plastic. And so in a smartphone world, we're kind of taking the leap forward and providing some pretty interesting solutions that will enable you to get repeat visits and enhance your business, increase your business through the use of smartphones, right? I'm going to skip this. So essentially, my primary objectives here are to increase your repeat business and digitize your offers. And one of the first products I'm going to talk about within the Zeta portfolio is what we call closed loop cashbacks. So today when you sort of look at retail stores, and many of you run retail stores, a lot of your offers, etc., are sort of on-the-spot discounts, right? This is what it looks like, buy one, get one free, or save 36 rupees, or get 20% off on some product or commodity, etc. And this is typically how discounting is done, and offers are sort of provided in many of retail stores today. And the biggest issue with basically sort of discounts and offers today is that a customer comes to your store, he makes a purchase, receives discounts, pockets the discount, and that's it. The entire cycle breaks there. There's no sort of re-engagement or repeat visit, or there's no way to communicate with the customer. There's no incentive to bring the customer back to your store. And so we've created this product which we call closed loop cashbacks, where instead of providing discounts to your customers, you can convert part or all of them into sort of cashbacks, where you provide cashbacks to your customers, and this cashback can only be used at your store and no other store, unlike conventional cashback. So customer can make a purchase at your store, get a coupon or get cashbacks that are directly credited to his or her cell phone, and from there the customer goes to the store to redeem it once again, and sort of the whole cycle repeats. I can actually. So this is basically how, just an example of sort of issuance of how this would work is at your store. There are multiple different ways in which you can issue what we call the Zeta Cloud Card, and I'll show you sort of examples of that. The first approach is by providing these coupons at your store. So every shopper who sort of buys stuff at your retail store can carry this coupon. They scan it into an app that we provide, and the moment they scan it into their app, they basically get cashback inside their app that they can then come back and redeem at your store. Let me actually take you through sort of a few screenshot demos. So we have a file that I'm going to just quickly show you in terms of how this would look within the app or within our mobile app. So this is kind of how. So this is sort of screenshots of the or mocks of the actual app. These are sort of examples of cloud cards that or cards that you could create for your own store. So we'd assist you in creating these. So I have an example of let's say what a McDonald's card could look like. It shows sort of if you click on the card, it sort of expands. Just one second, I'll take you through the steps. So if you click on the card, it sort of expands into showing the cashback. So you can provide cashbacks, offers, and loyalty stamps. Those are three products or sub products that we have within Zeta today. So you can grant these cashbacks through coupons. You can send them to the mobile numbers of your customers directly, and they'll receive them instantaneously. You can push offers at any time to these customers from anywhere, without actually sort of any physical contact, etc. So once the customer sort of expands the card, he'll see the amount of cashback he's earned. He can now come to any McDonald's outlet in this particular case and redeem those cashback, that cashback amount. So he'll go through a standard redemption flow. You can just click on redeem, yeah. Enter the amount, click on pay, and basically it would give a receipt of the payment and a transaction code. The person at the cash counter can ratify this transaction code using a regular POS machine. I don't have time to actually show you a demo, but the whole product on the customer side works from a smartphone. On the retailer side, you actually need no new technology. It'll work with your existing POS devices without any new hardware or software whatsoever. The same thing, for instance, applies also. So if we can go back and I'll show you sort of two other, just go to the mock itself. Two other things that we do within this also is we also offer this opportunity to sort of create what's called loyalty stamps. So each time you visit the store, for instance, you can collect a burger. And then if you get, you can click on redeem against there and redeem sort of various offers saying, okay, if you collect 5 burgers, you get 1 Coke free. If you collect 10, you get a Mac Aloo Tikki burger free, etc. So you can actually create different kinds of offers and different kinds of sort of associate them with loyalty or provide cashback and so on and so forth. And the last thing that I want to show you in the mock is offers. So we also have sort of bespoke offers. So if you click on the Starbucks card here, you can actually just push these offers to your customers on their smartphones, and they can come to your store and redeem this. The whole cycle right from issuance to redemption, to coming at your store and spending it, to confirming the redemption, the whole process is sort of digitized and automated. Can we go back to the presentation? So as I said, works with any existing POS device without requiring sort of any new hardware, software. So the customer doesn't need an actual card. He's using a smartphone, but it integrates into existing POS devices across the board without any sort of, and you please visit our booth and we'll sort of actually show you a demo of this also. So you can control this whole program from your central office by issuing cashbacks and by having these customers come. Cashback can expire, so the customer gets reminders, etc. So the whole program is sort of entirely digitized. In fact, Ninad, have we actually sent out the file? So we've actually gone ahead and given everybody in the audience, you guys should have received an SMS. We've actually gone ahead and processed literally right now, 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, sent out cashback to every one of you that you can actually spend at our demo store that we've created out here, right outside the Zeta booth. So we've sent everybody 200 rupees in cashback that you can actually buy an actual gift hamper at our store and kind of get a sort of sense of how the process works. The advantage of this whole model is, firstly, there's no paper or plastic involved. Customers will return to your store to spend, cashbacks, redeem these offers. You can keep engaging with them on a constant basis. Doesn't affect your working capital because you're actually not giving a discount per se. You're giving cashback. The customer has to come and spend it back at your store. So it's sort of much more better from a working capital standpoint. And you can sort of issue this from your central office. Already covered loyalty stamps and offers, so I'll sort of quickly skip that. This is really where the power of the digital program comes in, right? Which is that once your customer has this app and the cloud card, which is the first time installed, the first time he gets, let's say, 100 rupees in cashback or gets a special offer at your store, we can provide you crazy analytics and insight into that customer base that was otherwise never accessible to you, right? So we can provide you things like demographic information of all your users and where they're based, what kind of gender, so how many men and women are shopping at your stores, how far do they live from your stores, where exactly do they live, what is their sort of age distribution, etc. So we can provide you some really, crazy analytics on top of this platform that actually gives you insights on who are the people that are visiting these stores, which offers are actually working really well, and which offers are not, so you can actually compare them. So if you run, let's say, 5 different offers, you get a bird's eye view comparison that shows you, okay, this one's done well with women, this one's done well with men under 35, and you get sort of all of this data both in raw format as well as in an interesting sort of dashboard analytics that we provide within our interface. We also provide you ways to sort of engage the customer on a repeated basis. So even when the customer is not at your store, you can actually send them messages through this app, and they will appear inside a feed in the app. So you can send them offers. If you've got like as a restaurant, if you've got, let's say, a new sort of item in your menu, if you've opened a new restaurant somewhere, and you can really target these messages in so many different ways. So you can say, I want to send this particular offer to all the women between the age of 30 and 50 who've spent money at this store of mine in the last 1 week, right? You can really go down to sort of filtering out exact communication the way you want it and send it out to sort of exactly the audience that you want to, right? So digitizing, your entire loyalty program obviously sort of comes with a ton of benefits. We're actually partnering with various retailers and matching cashback offers, and so we've allocated a budget of 1 crore set aside to sort of do that in certain pilots with certain conditions. And so please feel free again to visit our booth to sort of avail of that, as well as see a demo of the product itself. We also have workshops that are going to be running. I mean, I only had 10 minutes to sort of convey a lot of information, but we have workshops running. What's the venue? What room is that called? Does anybody know? At 3 p.m., 4 p.m., I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Pavai Ballroom. So down the hall, we have workshops running at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. today, and 11:30 tomorrow to get into significantly more detail in terms of how this would work in your retail outlet. So please feel free to join us there. Also, these will be about 25 to 30-minute workshops, so we'll take you through a more structured and detailed demo. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the future, so hopefully we'll have a lot of you guys sort of work with us in e-enabling your loyalty programs. Thank you very much, and I'm available for a few questions if there's